Yeah. Doors open.
Cosmology is the study of, the earth, of the sciences, of everything that occurs on the earth. I mean, it's a study of nature, study of the stars, study of everything, I guess on the earthly level.
All right, let's talk about cosmos. So therefore, to understand cosmology, you must understand what cosmos means. Let's go with the root words. Cosmos, what is it?
Order. Order. Cosmos.
Order?
Order.
It is. Yes.
The universe.
It's exactly what it is. So when you hear the word cosmos, you're hearing the word universe. When they tell you that you're graduating in school and getting ready to go to university, they're supposed to be telling you that you're being prepared for cosmology. But usually they don't tell you that. Being prepared for the universe you are. This is why you're given a tassel on a mortar board and you throw it 180 degrees, and that's what them tassels actually, those strands really represent. They represent degrees. And that ball represents the earth. And this little button right there represents your navel. And this represents the womb and the universe.
Didn't you once say it's 360 strands?
Yes, they don't always put them in there. Now I have a couple tassels that have actually 360 strands, and they're real heavy. And most legality stores don't sell them to those people. But that's what you're supposed to have in there. All right? But most of these are just symbolic. But they do have 360 strand tassels. And exactly that represents the 360 degrees of a circle, which equals 100%. So you're still dealing with math, aren't you? You deal with geometry. The most perfect symbol in geometry is what? The circle, isn't it? And when you look in some of your holy books, you'll see the symbol that's also represented as the divine principle. Allah, Yahweh, or God, is a circle with a dot in the center. But in astrology, that same symbol is also the symbol of the sun. So you need to know that, shouldn't you? People notice that in the conflicts of some people's quote-unquote beliefs, but most people in position of authority won't tell you the correlation. Because they don't want you to know, because their institutions might fall apart, and you might not give them your lunch money.
Brother, in York, he said he had 720 degrees in house. I didn't know such thing.
720 degrees simply means dual trine, doesn't it?
Dual means what?
Dual trine.
Dual trine?
Trine.
Does it have some significance?
No, that means just like you see hex alpha. All right, like if you got a dual trine, so that you all understand what they call Solomon's shield, or the Star of Dawood, the insignia of the Moorish nation, and you see a pyramid up and a pyramid down, and they're put together in balance. Equilateral triangle that they teach you in school, mathematics, geometry. 120 degrees, 120 degrees, 120 degrees is what? All right. A square is what? 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. A circle is what? And they're all equaling 360, aren't they? So you put the dual trine together, as it is above, so shall it be below. You got 720, don't you? But that's your birthright, isn't it? It ain't no mystery, and it ain't complicated, is it? Just tell it like it is. But it belongs to you.
That's what he was talking about.
Of course it is.
He had knowledge of the above and Islam too. He's talking about the fact that he had knowledge of the spiritual realm.
I just learned something.
See, but the deal of it is, that's your right to know. And that's the message that Moses Riley brought to the people. But he brought it for it to be functional to you, not just so you look at these from a symbolic position, and then, just come in a little club and feel satisfied with each other and pat each other on the back. He's preparing you for the outside world, because you've been held outside of the outside world. That's what that Negro, black, and colored status is. It's a status of property as opposed to a free man, nor a manumitted person. A manumitted person does not mean a free person. That means you transfer from one care to another. Manumitted.
Manumitted.
Yes. And you'll hear that term sometime when they're dealing with the fakery of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. It's a trick for you. Spelled like it sounds. M-A-N-U-M-I-T-T-E-D.
Oh, manumitted.
Manumitted.
See that in the old stuff that they
It's
write.
exactly correct. It's exactly correct. And you'll understand as you begin to study that a lot of things that our people assume means their freedom does not mean their freedom. Their political statuses. Allodial is what means free. Allodial. A-L-L-O-D-I-A-L.
What is the allodial ties with the Lord's property?
Same thing. It means the same thing. It means not having a burden. Now we're going to go to the dictionary, and this is why you're going to have a dictionary. I'm just going to go into it because everybody doesn't have their dictionary. I'm going to go into manumitted, and then I'm going to allodial. So take notes so that you can benefit from it. To manumit it means to place the same as to place beyond hand and power. So it's a translation or moving you from the hand of a power of one to another. Sort of like when they created the actual Negro fiction with the 14th Amendment issue, they transferred the state's property into a corporate bond to the Congress. But you were not free, but it gave the semblance of freedom. This is why you see a lot of politicians like in Jersey, New York, and the tri-state area who are running for offices, facing with each other, talking about, we got to hurry up and get this other politician to sign the Civil Rights Act so these people can vote, and that they've worked for this for 40 years and all this kind of crap. It's not law. That's why they keep having to bring it back up, because that's manumitted doctrine. It has nothing to do with freedom to do anything, because you can't be free transacting business in another nation's name. It's state property, and you can't vote in European names unless their representatives say you can, because it's property, it's bond, it's a straw man. You understand? Now, relative to the understanding of many people, as we were talking earlier today, you don't need UCCs to fix that. You need to claim your nationality to fix that. You need to pay. It doesn't mean that you don't use other methods, but don't get it twisted. You understand? It is good to study. But believe me, it does not take $100 a pop to feed each one of you all dinner. It doesn't mean you can't get it free, but it doesn't take $100, $200, $50 to feed you a dinner. We can manage to do it for about 7, 8, 9, 10 notes. Do you understand? And the same thing with your birthright. If you just understand the truth about nationality and birthright, a lot of things that you seek in other methods to fix, you can fix it just by order and claim of the birthright, because it covers those same things. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But it doesn't mean other things don't work for you. So don't throw everything out the door just because, or thinking that I'm dismissing UCCs. I am not. The point of it is that which is your birthright you shouldn't have to pay for. You get the point? If I got a product to sell you, logically, service worthy of his hire, right? Huh? If I'm going to sell you some juice or something like that, I'm not going to rape you, but I have a right to make a penny or two profit on that, right? But something that already belongs to you, how am I going to sell you that? That's an ethical and a moral violation of divine law. And then talk around, talk about religion and godliness and all